Hey there, everyone. My name is Matthew Cooley. I am a student at Northern Arizona University, and I'm majoring in Parks and Recreation Management. For my special event planning class that I get to take as a Parks and Rec major, we were given the opportunity to interview with a nonprofit and hear what they're all about, and hear some insight on what it really looks like to be immersed in the business of event planning and such. For my interview, I had the pleasure of interviewing Kathy Knapp, who's the current CEO of Sunshine Rescue Mission in Hope Cottage here in Flagstaff, Arizona. And Kathy, if you're seeing this, I just want to thank you so much for your willingness to fit me into your schedule. And I know that you're pretty busy, with all that you're doing with Sunshine Rescue Mission. So I super appreciate it again. Kathy oversees 4 facilities actually within Flagstaff through Sunshine Rescue Mission that all focus on helping those who are or have been experiencing homelessness. And in my interview with Kathy, most of the focus was more so specifically on the mission of Sunshine Rescue Mission, and how they serve the city of Flagstaff, and more specifically what type of events they put on in order to serve the community. All right, let me get this pulled up real quick here. All righty. There we go. All righty. Let me get this pulled on up here. All righty. So the immediate goal of Sunshine Rescue Mission, which is also abbreviated as SRM, as you can see right there in the title of this slide right here, is for the rescue of those who are experiencing homelessness. And that's something that Kathy kind of had repeated multiple times, was that was kind of like the immediate focus was. And I love the word that they use, rescue, is it's a very immediate, urgent call to action. And that motto that you can see there is actually rescue, restore, and re-engage. And then something else important to note out is that SRM is a faith-based organization that believes in the healing power and love of Jesus, along with having the belief that providing housing, food, and clothing are essential to recovery and stabilization. Kathy explained that without the move of Jesus taking care of the immediate needs, will provide some sort of temporary relief, but it won't provide that permanent foundation and whatnot that they see that folks need to actually find like real stability and fully recover. And as explained by Kathy, you can see their heart for carrying out that mission. SRM is for the immediate rescue focus, like I had said, while the other facilities that Kathy oversees is actually for some of that transitional recovery, kind of looking more towards that restore and re-engage part of the motto, which is really cool that you can see that motto reflected in what Sunshine Rescue Mission does and whatnot. And like I said, with some of these other facilities, they're more geared towards that restore and re-engage aspect by providing the opportunities for folks to get opportunities to re-enter, maybe if they didn't finish, or if they haven't, get an opportunity to achieve some sort of education or other vocational practices and whatnot. And that's something else cool that's cool to note is that while Sunshine Rescue Mission is located in Flagstaff to serve the folks who live here, they actually have served other folks that have been rolling through town, such as actually one of my friends, Jonathan. He's actually one of the head guys for Sunshine Rescue Mission now. And Jonathan, if you're seeing this, thank you again for all the help with setting this up. I super appreciate it, man. But yeah, he actually has a super awesome story. To anyone who, I'll actually leave his email contact info at the end of this. But anyhow, to anyone watching this, if you'd love to reach out to somebody, Jonathan is a great guy to talk to. He has a super awesome story of what honestly Jesus has done in his life, and also as well as honestly telling the success story of Sunshine Rescue Mission. And it's really cool to kind of hear his story and how Sunshine Rescue Mission had really had such an impact on his life, and how he is now working for them and is honestly like serving those who served him. And so that's really cool. Alrighty. So looking more towards the specifics of event planning, Kathy had mentioned that she used to have a more active role in the event planning that Sunshine Rescue Mission would use. But since COVID, Sunshine Rescue Mission hasn't really had as many opportunities put on events. I think we've all observed that with COVID and whatnot. It's super unfortunate, but a lot of that in-person stuff got kind of shut down and whatnot, which is pretty bummy. But one of the most important details that Kathy described is how events can be used for the support of the organization. She had mentioned that while, yes, raising funds is important, the most important part of events is sharing rather the heart of Sunshine Rescue Mission with people so that they can really draw in committed supporters and whatnot. And Kathy described this idea as vision casting, meaning having the opportunity to cast vision into potential supporters as the outlook and values of Sunshine Rescue Mission, and how they serve the homeless population of Flagstaff, because they rely almost entirely on continual donations from people in order to run the organization. Kathy described that the most important strength when it comes to starting the planning to any event is the ability to pull a good team together who's committed to the execution of the event, and more so importantly, who has their heart in it for the event as well. She'd also mentioned that when you bring a team together, that certain people who didn't have their heart in it, an event can really, honestly, I think she used the words crash and burn, when people begin bailing on an event because they're not fully committed to and aren't fully there for it. She went on to emphasize that the purpose of events wasn't as much about strictly fundraising a bunch of money for Sunshine Rescue Mission to use later on, but rather, like I'd said previously, to attract supporters that be willing to continually donate from their heart when they hear that heart cause of Sunshine Rescue Mission. That's something that, again, Kathy had emphasized, was that it was more so honestly tugging on the hearts of people to really, in a way, commit them in displaying the heart of Sunshine Rescue Mission. And so from the point of pulling a team together, they'll get together and just jog out ideas as to what type of event they'd like to see and cast a vision into that team that they do assemble together. They'll sit down and figure out what resources they need, like placing somebody in charge of marketing, someone else in charge of pulling in community players, someone else in charge of taking care of finances, and so on. She stressed the importance of that it's really important that the people who are assigned certain tasks get to their job until the event is fully completed. And everyone with an assignment is an essential piece to that event. And if one part falters, then kind of the whole event can take a hit. And from there, the people with those assignments of getting the event organized are also, supposed to put together kind of like multiple subtasks of getting into contact with other people that can work the event and help out and make sure things go smoothly for their particular assignment. And again, if each person really stays committed to the mission of Sunshine Rescue Mission and the mission that they're driving in the event, then it can really go pretty well. She had said, meaning Kathy, that it's not really until the last week you start seeing the pieces come together, just because it's like you have all that preparation, and it's really in that last week where it's like you start seeing the actual, committed and verbal logistics actually coming together, which is pretty cool. And yeah, oops, excuse me, skipped ahead. And when it comes to other factors of what makes an event successful, Kathy had mentioned that the most important piece of really nailing an event is having people that are not only committed, but also passionate about the call. People that are passionate about the call will see to it the results are there for lining up an event because they care about the larger picture of what the event is actually being held for. And when it comes to figuring out the drawing board of what type of, when it comes to SRM coming to the drawing board of what type of events that they wish to put on, Kathy said that they'll get their leadership team together and kind of jog out what ideas sound fun and sound like good ideas. And then these folks on the leadership team will talk within the organization and get some more input. And from there, they'll kind of come back together and share the ideas with the other folks that they have on staff and just kind of talk about where they would like to go from there. Next slide. Alrighty. So this is the big shebang, if you will. This is the big event that Sunshine Rescue Mission used to hold mostly before COVID and stuff. COVID, like I previously mentioned, has kind of blocked that out a little bit, and Kathy mentioned that to me. But taking a look at this, like I said, this was the largest event that they would put on. It was as you can see, a golf tournament. They would draw them recognition as well as like some funds, helping and funding, running the organization. And as you can see, it's known as the John Van Houten Memorial Golf Classic. Participants can sign up online from their website. And I'll leave that information to the end of this PowerPoint as well, as to who to get in contact with and whatnot. The tournament is put on for anyone who'd like to come to play in the event, whether they're an amateur or pro. As you can see, the cost is $160. The registration part of the event does begin at 8 a.m. and then you would actually start playing around 9 a.m. And okay, yeah, it's listed on there. The location is at Flagstaff Ranch. One of the contacts you can get into contact with is David Land. You can reach him at his phone number of 928-864-5841, or his email of sharokm@hotmail.com. And Sunshine Rescue Mission makes it clear on their website that all the proceeds do go to Hope Cottage, which is one of the facilities within Sunshine Rescue Mission. And yeah. Alrighty. So Kathy was quite emphatic that she would love to have anyone that is seeing this to reach out to Sunshine Rescue Mission. They're always taking volunteers, and they're interested in talking to anyone that would want to work with them and whatnot. And yeah, so you can contact them at the mission's phone number of 928-774-3512. And also, I did slip my friend Jonathan's email in there, being jjoseph@srm-hc.org. And for some of the insight as to the heart of Sunshine Rescue Mission, the leadership team does have their testimonies actually listed on the website of, to be specific, Sunshine Rescue Mission's website. And it's going to be on the tab Who We Are. And then if you kind of hit the drop down menu, it'll show leadership team, and you'll click on that and go from there. And they do have a lot of opportunities that you can work in. I mean, you can cook in like the kitchen, because that's one of the main focuses of like how they'll directly serve folks immediately. And the idea of rescue is they'll cook meals 3 times a day and serve there. So, you know, they could use help there. They actually have a thrift store that they run as well, and people can be a part of that, working some sense of retail there. Or honestly, you know, going further, getting more involved with them. They have ministry opportunities and types of settings and such. And so, yeah. All righty. That's the end of that. Kathy and Jonathan, thank you guys again. I super appreciate you guys. And yeah.